Affirmations for the Consciousness by Derrick Lee.
This book is inspired and derived from the book Macht Der Gedanken, Might of the Thoughts, MOTT. Copyright 2012. Written by Billy Eduard Albert Meier. Billy Eduard Albert Meier. The affirmations contained in this book were created from English translations from the first edition of the Might of the Thoughts book that were originally in German. These texts should not be translated back into German unless done by one who is very well versed in the creation energy teaching and is fluid in the proper use of the German language. This is an unofficial FIGU-related document which has not been authorized as an official FIGU document, but with which I was encouraged and was granted by Billy, respectively, Eduard Albert Meier, to create this as a work done by myself, Derrick Lee.
Special thanks.
As a teacher, friend to humankind, and first and foremost as an example of a true human being, I am truly grateful to Billy for my development and my new direction that I have created as a student of the teaching of the truth, the teaching of creation energy, the teaching of the life, and as an everyday human being. I give special thanks to Billy and all of the other members of FIGU who have helped me significantly in my own evolution and have contributed to the mission to bring the teaching of creation energy to the world and to disseminate it to everyone.
About this work.
These amazing thought-provoking affirmations directly correspond to the spiritual teaching of creation energy, which was first taught by Nocademian millions of years ago and specifically in conjunction with the book MOTT by Billy Eduard Albert Meier, who is the predecessor personality of Nocademian. They may be read or repeated to oneself silently or out loud like a mantra, while unconsciously the thoughts go to work to bring to fruition just what you ask and desire, and just like a magnet, through the power of the might of the thoughts and the seal that you have set, the manifestations continue to unfold and elevate the human being to higher levels of evolution in the consciousness and its related powers. This is an instructional text for personal self-development, self-empowerment, and might-orientated thinking. This may be used as a study tool and workbook to aid the evolution of the consciousness. It is also a segue to the book The Might of the Thoughts, and can be used beside the book or separately. These are also very useful in audio form, which can aid subliminally through the power of suggestion. The affirmations are designed in a chronological order in reference with the MOTT book so that each affirmation corresponds to virtually every concept in the MOTT book from beginning to end. This was done so that these affirmations can be used as a study tool next to the MOTT book and have easy reference. The 537 affirmations are also done in a verse form very similar to much of Billy's work.
Introduction. What is an affirmation?
Many of us are familiar with affirmations in regard to positive statements that can help people deal with negative thoughts, feelings, and situations and tap into your conscious and unconscious mind. There are also spiritual affirmations that inwardly help the human being spiritually connect with their innermost creational selves, the universe, creation, and can be used to raise our vibration and transform our thoughts and feelings to higher plateaus of awareness, thinking, higher forms of consciousness-related powers, etc., through this thought-provoking material and instructional methods. The human being's understanding and consciousness-related powers increase and make way for even greater awareness, consciousness-related powers, cognitions, recognitions, knowledge, and understandings. The human being is truly already connected to the universe through the creation energy that enlivens everything that exists. Through his or her spirit form, creation energy form, which is the size of a pinhead and is located within the midbrain of the human brain, inside the superior colliculus. This force/energy animates the human being and gives the human being his or her very life. It would behoove every human being to understand this. The actual truth is given in reality and not from a belief or faith of any kind. In every sense in this book, belief, faith or believing, is never referred to. Nothing is referred to in the religious or sectarian sense either, but only in the creational, natural system of correct order and the immense power of human thinking and consciousness therein.
Science and benefits.
Affirmations are more than just positive thinking. Studies have shown that repeating positive affirmations can reduce stress, boost self-esteem, and even improve your physical health. Not only consciously do we learn from affirmations, but also unconsciously in subliminal forms as we are restructuring the consciousness, rerouting its neural connections and cutting off useless garbage that keeps us from the inner abundance of, growing and evolving ourselves under the natural laws of creation nature and its given recommendations. These affirmations were cultivated from effective knowledge given from the teaching of creation energy. Contrary to belief-based religious or sectarian teachings, which lack evidence given from reality and its truth and cannot bear any fruit, the effective truth realized from the creation energy teaching is immediately applicable in one's daily life.
A purpose.
What has kept the human being from understanding his or her true purpose and hidden powers? What will initiate the process to take hold in the human being's life to change for the better? The knowledge and information contained in the MOTT book, as well as this very book, answers these questions and much more. It exhibits the reasoning or illogic behind the thoughts and how to control them.
Belief-free.
These affirmations become more descriptive as they progress throughout the book. There is no thought trickery or illusory thinking here, and there is also no belief or faith needed. Because of this, these affirmations are without doubts immediately useful and can be used every day of one's life without any requirement for faith or any kind of belief in any form. Negative situations are part of life, but the utilization of the might of the thoughts and the use of Positive-Neutral-Equalized-Thinking PNET enables the human being to be open to utilize negative situations for the benefit of his or her own evolution through PNET and to move forward past these by absorbing the lesson and learning from any mistakes that he or she might have made in a neutral form, which are also necessary and of great significance and importance.
Practicing the application.
Most of the thoughts focused on while using the methods learnt from the MOTT book, and this book manifest themselves unconsciously from the seal that was set. Learning to consciously manifest anything takes conscious practice and repetitious learning. This can be tested at once with the might of your thoughts, starting with small things. I am certain that everyone has thought of something, and then it happened shortly thereafter. Sometimes longer, sometimes quickly. Nevertheless, many have already witnessed the power of their own thinking on many occasions.
Explanations.
There are additional explanations directly from the MOTT included in this affirmational book to further aid the understanding and study of this remarkably powerful subject. True positive thinking, not pseudo-positive thinking, can be found in this material as you realize that you are the master yourself. These affirmations simply confirm it.
About the Might of the Thoughts book.
The MOTT covers many forms of thinking, both positive and negative, as well as Positive-Neutral-Equalized-Thinking PNET, which is a form that is seemingly new to the human being's thinking. PNET is necessary to understand if the human being wants to truly evolve his or her consciousness in line with the highest thoughts of spiritual intelligence and in association with creation's natural laws and recommendations. And may you create castles in the sky. Salome.